We're live.
We're live.
We're live.
Hi, welcome back. It's Monday night.
We're live there, and we're live there.
Yes. Hi, Facebook. Hi, YouTube.
We're live everywhere.
Well, just these two places. But thanks for being with us tonight. We have a fun topic, something you worked on today.
Yeah, today was an interesting day. So we stripped a door over 100 years old.
Yeah, and the thing is our goal is to educate, empower, and equip. And we asked you guys what we should use for stripping the door, and we used some of those suggestions.
Yeah, so kind of cool. So, yeah.
Family man, thanks for being with us. We haven't seen you for a while. Did you have a baby? No,
yeah.
His wife was pregnant.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
So we're gonna talk about our experience stripping 100, and that dog is barking. That's really annoying.
I know, it's really annoying, but that's where it's real. It's live or YouTube.
This is real. This is not scripted. Barking dogs and all. But yeah, we had a very interesting task, put before us. And with limited time, we had to strip a 100-year-old door, 103 years old, I think. It was the house was built in 1915, and so we had to strip this thing, and it was kind of interesting, the whole process. So yeah, it was, and I'm going to talk a little bit about it and talk about our experience. We tried stripping it with chemical strippers, and we tried stripping it with a media blaster, a Graco Eco-Quip.
And that's the thing is, we want to hear, what have you used? What's worked for you? Do you have any stripping nightmares? Like where... That didn't sound right.
That would be chemical stripping
nightmares. Do you have any chemical stripping nightmares? Or do you have, times it worked out really good? Or
I'm curious, do you have any stripping nightmares?
No.
I'm just...
No. Okay, you're going down the wrong path. Andrew.
You're the one that said it, not me.
This is real life.
This is, thank you very much, Andrew. Thank you very much, Morales Drywall and Painting.
Okay, Julio.
Julio.
Thank you for putting your name in there.
Thank you.
Thanks
so
for
much.
being with us. I think you're from Texas.
What happens in Texas? Everything's bigger in Texas or something
It is. It's a great state.
Everything's bigger in Texas.
I bet he didn't use plastic wrap. You didn't use plastic wrap.
So I didn't. I heard that.
Yes.
Somebody said that while we were doing stripping the door, now, see, you can tell this is live. Before doing this door, I gotta admit, we don't have a whole lot of experience stripping things, and we don't have a whole lot of experience stripping either. But this is like getting...
Our thing keeps reconnecting,
I know.
and
Who cares
then
about that
people are
stupid
putting
name?
things, because you should have said chemical strippers, because people are like, I saw a tweet earlier tonight all about the strippers, like...
But we put it out on Facebook, to get people's ideas and stuff like that, and we were gonna tackle this door, and so yeah, it was kind of interesting, the whole process and stuff, and we tried a whole bunch of different chemicals, and we tried the Graco Eco-Quip. So it was really cool because we have, and the Graco Eco-Quip is it's a sandblaster, but it mixes water with your media, so it's a media blaster that works better than a sandblaster. And make sure your phone is not on somebody's, because that thing's trying to reconnect, so it's kind of a bummer. But anyways, I mean, the whole thing, it's kind of interesting, the whole process and stuff. And this door, it had to be done because there was some circumstances. It had to be done today, and it needed to really be done in a very short window. And so that's why we tried stripping it with the Graco Eco-Quip. And I know it probably doesn't sound, a lot of people are gonna be like, what the heck are you doing with a sandblaster or a media blaster on this door? But for purposes, this time window, we had to have it done. We thought we might be able to strip it really fast. And you can go ahead, you can strip it really fast, and so we did. We set up the Graco Eco-Quip and started using it. It's kind of cool, and we used glass beads, and so we used number 6 glass beads. Was it number 6?
Excuse me.
Was it number 6 or 8?
I think it was number 8.
Number 8 glass beads I ordered, and so yeah, it was kind of cool. We and we went through that process, and what was happening is it was cutting through the paint and stuff. What you're making?
It says live feed has ended.
I know, you're like making disaster faces.
Oh no, I just
no,
saw
I can see your face.
I saw live feed had ended.
I know,
but we forgot something. So
What
we're
did
so
we forget?
excited to start and talk about this door stripping that we forgot. McKenna is back from college. You want to say hi, McKenna?
Oh, hey, McKenna's back from college.
She
our social media manager is back.
She is back from college. You gonna say hi, McKenna?
There she is.
Yay! So we're so happy to have her back with us.
We are happy to have her back.
So, anyways, we forgot to say that. And Silverline Painting, thanks for the constant inspiration. So, thank you. We're here because of you, and we really appreciate that. So, if you do have suggestions that you want us to talk about, this is what we're here for. And we like to talk about what we're working on and to hear, maybe we can do it better next time. And so that's why this door was a great opportunity, because not having a lot of experience yet, you're the professional that came in for it, learning from it. So if you're with us.
Live.
So thank you, Silverline Painting, and we'll let you get back to the
eco quip. And so, because we were going to try to strip this door, we were hoping it could be done for. It's interesting, these interesting circumstances, try to do it in 20 minutes. And so, we got the idea of the only way you're going to be able to strip this thing is with a media blaster. So we broke that media blaster out, and it was working. It was stripping, doing really well and stuff. But what was happening, it was stripping some areas faster than other areas, and it was cutting into the wood, and it was starting to create a profile on the wood. I was using number 8 glass, and if you're not familiar with blasting and stuff, I mean, it's just major fine, and it's glass beads. It's not crushed glass. So it was doing a really good job, and it was keeping the wood smooth, but it was starting to create a profile, and this door had a lot of really detailed, intricate things on it. And if you want to see exactly what the door looked like, we posted it live on Facebook and Instagram a little while ago, because we were just there, and John might still be there. Hopefully he's not. We were working on it all day. But and so the media blaster, it was, the other thing too, we thought it was going to be a solid oak door. And then when we started getting into it, we discovered it was a cheap pine door. And so that kind of changed everything. So a lot of times you just don't know what you're going to get into with stripping, chemical stripping. And
keep clarifying that.
And so, I mean, you don't know what's underneath all the layers. This door was over 100 years old, multiple layers. Some of them are latex-based, some of them are oil-based. Then on the front of it, it also had...
I would just quit that.
No, you shouldn't just...
Oh, I'm sorry.
To it.
Okay.
And so you just don't know what you're getting into. It was originally coated with linseed oil, and then all these other things on top of it. So it's kind of interesting. So we ended up resorting to chemical strippers.
Okay.
And the process, and this is where I'm going to share with you our experience. And I learned a whole lot about stripping old doors, and it had all kinds of like fine details and stuff. And so we had to use like toothbrushes, wire brushes, little tiny screwdrivers getting in and out, and it was really cool. It took the entire day. I mean, I got up this morning at 6 and got out there by like 8:30, and I believe John might still be there.
He's headed back.
Is he headed back now?
He's headed back. So the Family Man, thank you.
Thank you very much, Family Man. We've got some super chats. Silverline Painting, thank you very much. Morales Drywall Painting, Andrew Slovacek and the Family Man. So thank you guys. So now I want to get into talking about the chemical stripping and what works, because we did post on Facebook asking people their opinions on strippers and stuff, and what would be the best method. And it's kind of interesting. One person, while we were live out there, told us put tinfoil over the citrus strip and leave it overnight. And I mean, it's probably a really good idea. It probably makes it work better, but we didn't have that time.
The time luxury.
And as a professional painter, I mean, to have to spend that time on a door and put it on there and come back the next day. I mean, we're trying to get things done, fast, but high quality. We're always thinking about quality, thinking about the customer. This door had to be, perfect. We could not compromise the integrity of this old door. And so, then of course, are the chemical strippers going to mess up the door, mess up the wood and stuff? We didn't know about that until we started experimenting with them too. So, but citrus strip, we use citrus strip. I think is clean strip or something. I videoed all of them in the live show.
So a video will come out with it. But
I got pictures.
James Quaint says next time sand door with 80 grit paper, then apply stripper with plastic.
Hey, and I understand why he said to do that. That makes a whole lot of sense. But so we used Jasco Premium Paint. And epoxy remover was the best. It's the best stripper that we use today. It was the fastest. It worked the fastest and the best. But it's the faster a stripper works, the more dangerous it is. It had a warning sign on it that it can kill you. So that means that it's probably dangerous. Be careful. We used Super Strip. And we use Super Strip heavy duty, and then the original, and the heavy duty by far blows away the original. Way better, works faster, and which means it could probably kill you faster. So you got to be careful. Then we use Citrus Strip. There was another one we used, and we couldn't use it because it requires a paper, and this special paper. And it's interesting. At the paint store, they sold the stripper, but then they didn't sell the paper to go with the stripper.
So they're not going to sell very much
of that. And a lot of people won't even know. And then you start reading the directions, and it says it's not just paper. It's like this special paper, and who wants to sit there and lay out paper and stuff? That seems a little obnoxious to me. And so we did the route with these strippers and the eco quip and stuff.
Jesse Roman said heat guns.
Yes, and we do heat guns. And I've talked to somebody who did a whole lot of stripping doors, and heat guns, he said, works really good. And he also said flame, burning it off. And their method was burning off, he says, absolutely amazing. And they do a lot of historical restoration. But if you don't know what you're doing, you can destroy things burning up. But he said the fastest method by far with anything is burning it off, and that's with a flame. And so yeah, the heat guns, same thing. Heat guns, then you don't have to deal with chemicals and stuff like that. And we had heat guns, and we would have tried that, but we already applied the strippers and stuff like that. And so you can't take a heat gun after you've started using strippers. So I think Lisa must want me to open this box. There's a whole lot of things going on in here at one time. So who is this from?
So when we
I think this is Farrell and Ball.
So when we went to the UK, so we loved coming there, and we're so thankful for the people we met when we were at the show. We got to go talk to Farrell and Ball, which is a paint company, and they have some beautiful paints. I found out we could order them from Chicago. So we're going to look into their products and look.
Paintbrush.
You got a paintbrush. Very cool.
Farrell and Ball makes paintbrushes, apparently. And
now that is
apparently they make the best stir stick on the entire planet.
Yeah. I would say so.
That
is so thick and pretty.
Legitimately
it's actually pretty.
Is a stir stick. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Farrell and Ball, I have to say, you do have the best stir stick on the entire planet, hands down.
Yeah.
So they sent us these really cool little paints, so we can mess with them. And that's probably why they sent the tiny little paintbrush, so it'll go in there.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting.
So that will be for a very small project.
Yep. A bunch of different little colors.
Oh, wow.
One thing I learned about Farrell and Ball is that's their entire color palette. They don't mix any paints. They don't custom mix paints. That's it. That's right there. They think that those colors are the best colors, and they're absolutely amazing colors, and they go well with each other. Very complementary, and that is their line of colors. So it's kind of interesting. And
has anybody ever used their products? And let us know if they have. Because obviously they sell them in Chicago and in other countries.
does Farrell and Ball make good paints? I mean, do you like
Susan
their paints?
said, I love Farrell and Ball.
Well, now that's interesting because they said that's all their paints, but then there's this whole fan deck. Unless that whole fan deck is on that little fold out. That's incredible. That could be true. That could that could be. That's a killer fan deck.
You like the fan deck.
Oh, I do like that fan deck, all right. That's pretty cool. That's a nice fan deck. That's expensive.
It's a nice little package.
So, and they sent us a card to go along with it.
Yeah.
So let's get back to stripping.
Yeah.
And so the chemical stripper is the one, the epoxy, the Jasco paint and epoxy remover, work pretty fast. And one of the things, people have these really cool ideas and stuff. The tin foil, putting saran wrap or plastic over the top of it so it can work. We came up with this really cool idea. And we sell this because we saw this thing in Hawaii, that carbide stripper.
Oh, yeah.
Carbide scraper.
And you videoed that.
And that carbide scraper, hands down, is one of our top 5 favorite tools now. And we sell it in our tool store on theidahopainter.com. So, we do have a tool store at our website where we sell our shirts and hats now. They are available. They are truly available. Our store is up and running. You can even buy our stickers. So our stickers are available on the tool store now too. So all that stuff's there, and some select tools that we highly believe in. But that carbide tool, I just grabbed it and I said, what the heck, I'll give it a try. And I just started raking it across the paint, and it just rakes off levels of paint just like that. So you don't have to wait for the strippers to work, and then we'd put the stripper on and use the carbide scraper because it's so dang sharp, and it was just taking off paint fast on all the flat stuff. Absolutely amazing. That's a killer trick. If you do any stripping, right, then you probably want to have one of those carbide scrapers. Absolutely, they're amazing for all kinds of things. But we do sell them in our tool store now.
And last week you announced that our store is up and running.
It is.
And people could find it by going to our website.
Yeah, theidahopainter.com.
And so we are still waiting to get our shirts in. I just gave John some hats, and he's going to be mailing those. So Alan Cook, hopefully he's mailing them to you tonight. So we, are really excited about that. So please be a little bit patient with us. We're just got to work out the kinks to getting it started. But once it gets started,
the printing machine is running tomorrow. I got called by the printer. So all the sizes that we don't have, they're all being run now, and a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
So they're all coming. They're going to be
mailed.
Yep.
And Christmas is coming, and so I hope you guys are all
Merry Christmas, Merry. We got a couple pigs.
We were in Home Depot last night and
bought some pigs.
They're the ones that are light. We need to take a picture and show them. They're really cute.
We'll put them on Instagram. Check us out on Instagram. We love Instagram and Facebook. We're all over Instagram and Facebook. Instagram is Idaho Painter. Facebook is the Idaho Painter. Check us out if you have Instagram. Follow us. We'd love it if you follow us.
Chris never said I couldn't find stickers in the page. They're there.
They're there. So what happens is, and I can understand, to me the page is a little bit confusing. I think it says shop. You just scroll down and what happens is you'll see it on your webpage, but you don't see that. You got to scroll down, and then you'll see tools, stickers, and shirts and hats. But if you just hit shop now, as the page shows on your computer, it takes you to the shirt store. So just scroll down, and then you'll see, because what happens at the top menu, it needs to say stickers, hats. It needs to have a tab for each one of those items instead of having to scroll down. So John, there you go. Got a task for you.
Yeah. John Burke, thanks for being with us. And yes, sometimes men will be boys. You're having fun with saying stripper. I don't know why. Yes, you are.
I'll show you the picture. It says it right on the can.
Okay.
It's called stripper.
So the Family Man Clown asked a couple questions.
Okay.
I'm going to go to number 2. What's the cheapest paint you ever used?
So cheap in quality or cheap in money?
Well, do both and both. Are
so
they the same?
The cheapest in money I ever made was paid for was by Qual Howe, and nobody made cheaper paint than those guys, and they made it for a reason, for the new construction industry and market,
for blow and go.
for blow and go painters, man, that were working for dang cheap, and they set it and understood it, and that was their market. And their exterior paint was like $12 a gallon, and interior paint was like $8 a gallon. And Sherwin-Williams bought them out, and Sherwin-Williams owns them. Like they buy like just about everybody out.
And so, do you think they still make that cheap product?
Oh no,
or no?
No, they eliminated all that
Okay.
stuff. The cheapest quality paint that I ever used would be Qualhouse. It would be pretty close between Qualhouse exterior.
So why did Sherwin-Williams buy that?
they wanted their chemical coatings. One of their chemical coatings that they had in Canada.
Rumor has it
that they wanted that division in Canada, and that's all they wanted from them.
They didn't want the cheap products.
Yeah, they didn't want all the rest of the stuff. They eliminated it, kept that division up there. Wanted to find out how they created it, and and so, but their exterior paint, you would just spray it and it just come raining down. The next one, I'd have to say that they were pretty close, was them and that Rada paint that we just used. Was, oh my word, that stuff was, they sold it to us as their best paint, but we found out later on it wasn't, and it was really bad stuff. It was bad.
John, we're praying for you, especially during, gosh, I just read he lost his wife 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Pray for you and your family, especially during this time of year.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Hard time.
I'm sorry.
Puts things in perspective.
It does. I mean, we're talking about paint and obviously family, especially coming up with Christmas time right now. That's what it's about. So hopefully you guys are wrapping up your jobs, and so that you can spend time with them, because that's why you guys all work so hard, so that you can provide and take care of your family.
Yep.
So, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So we'll get back to the chemical strippers and some of the things that, I mean, I was talking about that carbide blade and how well that worked. It worked. It was absolutely amazing. The thing that helped in the process, but it's what I learned really fast is you just gotta. It's gonna be messy, and it's messy just like wallpaper removal. So there's no easy way around it. And it just takes time. You got to just put the chemicals on, and it's just not going to come off in one swipe. It's putting them on, scrubbing with wire brushes, toothbrushes, scrapers. We were using our 5-in-1, in some situations, digging around crevices and stuff. We had a little tiny screwdriver, and it's just applying the stripper, cleaning, and then there was a window, and so we had the plastic, and we just kept putting everything on the plastic in the middle. And if you go check out our Instagram, watch it, you can see what we were doing. It was very convenient what we were doing, and how we were just getting all the mess onto the plastic, and nothing was going on the ground. We did have drop cloths down and some plastic down, but yeah. And it was interesting, the media blaster, we took the media blaster and took the hinges and wanted to blast and clean the hinges all up, because they had like 5-6 layers of paint, and we just thought it'd be an interesting project to attempt to strip them with the glass beads, and it was kind of cool. It was stripping it pretty fast, probably faster than chemical strippers would. And then what we learned is we thought they were brass. We thought the hinges were brass, but they weren't. They were just brass plated, and so it was kind of. But I wanted to like etch them and stuff, and kind of make them feel rough and shine and stuff, and kind of have an old look to them and stuff. So they look pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The media blaster, I'm going to throw a video of us using it on Instagram, and probably tomorrow, so you can see us using it. And we were taking an old door that came out of the house, and we were I wanted to like make it look like kind of shabby chic looking with the blast. So I was like blasting it in certain places and stuff.
Did you do it more?
I did.
Oh, cool. It's
kind of cool, and we're gonna make a table out of it.
Oh, I'm so excited.
For Lisa.
Oh, so somebody asked if we're gonna do a Christmas show, and we are not. We're going to take off 2 weeks, and I think next Christmas Eve is next Monday. And so we're going to go to church. The African Children's Choir will be singing. And so I hope you guys find a good place to celebrate with your friends and family, because life is precious. Susan shared her loss, and so this is a tough time of year for people, and so just encourage you to get out and connect with the people that God puts in front of you, you know, because there is a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. So
Morales Painting Julio says he soaks the hardware in lacquer, and I've done that before, and it works amazing. Very simple, fast. You can put the stripper on it and stuff too. You always got to worry about, you know, the finish that's, you know, underneath, and is it gonna you know, mess up the finish? But this, we could have just easily put the stripper on it. We had the media blaster out there. We were just experimenting with it, just doing, you know, different things and seeing what it would do and seeing what glass beads would do and how it would react. And so we weren't doing that as a method like this is what we do every day. It's our process is, a lot of it is learning and experimenting new methods, and we're videoing all of it so we can share it you know, on YouTube to show what works and what doesn't work, because we have the ability to do it in the real world and do these experimentations, because you know, sometimes we have the time, sometimes we have the money and stuff, and we have the resources, so it makes it easy for us to do, and we think it's important to teach you guys so we can ruin the 100-year-old door, or we can ruin the hardware to the door, and you don't have to. So that's kind of nice. And then, you know, some people like to get on Instagram and you know, poke fun that we don't know what we're doing, but that's all right. That's what Instagram's for. So if any of you got, I mean, people have been giving their methods and what they do using the chemicals and stuff, and it doesn't seem like there's a whole lot out there, a lot of options of different types. I mean, there's a handful of different types, and but they all work. The citrus strip, it took maybe an hour for it to start working, and then you can start you know, scraping off. But it is an environmental option that I don't think, it didn't have the skull and crossbones like it's going to kill you, and so I think it's a little bit safer. So looks like it's Merry Christmas.
Yeah, and I just, you know, I'm thankful that I mean, Sean just shared that, you know, he lost 3 children. And he has one that keeps him busy. And so I think that's this time of year to really realize, like, even our customers and our neighbors, I mean, yeah, we're not here forever on this earth, and time is precious.
It's a hard time of year for, it's an awesome time of year for some people, and a very hard time of year for some people. And so you got to be aware of that and conscious of that, I think.
Yeah.
That it's not a happy-go-lucky time for everybody.
And I think no matter what, while we're still here on earth, you know, there is blessings and there could be joy with what we do have in front of us, but very real. But I think that's what we want this community to be. I mean, we want to be real, and that's why for us,
went to town packaging this.
You know, our goal this next year is we want to travel and we want to meet more people. We were so blessed to be able to go to the UK and to go to Berlin, and you know, we're talking about maybe going down under, maybe, which would be really cool. But you know, I want to come to Canada. I want to go to the different states, and so we definitely, when we find out we're going to go somewhere, we're going to be first to tell you guys, and we want to meet you. You know, we want to be a part of the Paint Life family with you.
So check this out. It's a roller keeper.
If you knew what it was.
I didn't know this was coming. It just showed up in the mail.
Yep, and we just opened it.
A roller goes in there, a paint roller. So I've been sent these things. This is the third one I've seen that's kind of similar, the same.
This is different.
And that's interesting. This answers the question, because I'm like, how am I going to get this roller off without getting paint all over my hands and stick it in there to save it? That to me, there's no way I'm going to do that. I'm just not going to. It would just be inconvenience and a mess. But it looks like this little gizmo right here. It takes the paint off. You run this over your roller, down your roller, and it actually pulls the paint off. Kind of what a 5-in-1 tool does. A 5-in-1 tool scrapes the paint off your roller, so you run this thing down and that quickly takes.
You can't do it with it dry, right?
Maybe. Here, we'll show you. That's interesting. I mean, these people. So it's just going to go down your roller. Here, I'll take this off. So it's called the Ultimate Roller Cleaning Tool, Roller Squeegee.
And cleaning is an issue.
There you go. That's going to just squeegee the paint right off. That is very interesting. Kind of interesting. Never seen it, never heard of it.
But we'll be testing it, right?
Yeah, we're going to give it a try.
And if we like it...
We're going to be rolling some walls tomorrow. We'll give her a test. If we like it, we'll tell you. We'll tell you we like it. The Corner Roller Plus, this is one of the most amazing rollers ever. Don't know how they didn't invent this thing like 50 years ago, but the roller cover goes over the end and it makes rolling ceilings and everything. You don't have to cut them in now. Absolutely amazing on a 9-inch roller, and we're selling them now on our tool store. We liked them so much, we put them on our tool store to sell them. You can get them right from us on our tool store at theidahopainter.com. There's a few of those things that we just think are absolute game changers.
Yeah.
We think every painter should have, and if we believe so, we're going to try to get it available, and get it at a good cost to put there so you can buy it from our store. So
yeah, and that's that's the thing of why we want to travel, because it is a big community and it is a global community. And somebody asked if you painted murals earlier, and you did start your mural career on the Berlin Wall, didn't you?
I didn't start my mural career there, but I
No.
probably ended it there. So no, I have painted some art on walls before in the past. I've done monkeys. I've done
our daughter's our youngest, who's going to college in 2 weeks. So yeah, that's going to be a difficult one.
Yeah,
that's going to be a difficult one. I just thought about that. But she always liked different monkeys and things on the walls, and then every year she wanted it changed.
Yeah.
And so,
I've done stuff for some other customers and stuff. It's nothing I've made money doing. Just fun stuff for customers, and so kind of interesting. So
what's the roller called? Susan wants to know.
Oh, the Corner Roller.
Corner Roller.
Yeah,
and we are selling them in our store now.
Yep, and they're coming out with a microfiber version that we are probably going to be getting after Christmas. So
why would you use a microfiber over that?
So what I've learned about the microfiber rollers is microfibers is just that. It's micro, and the fibers are micro, and they grab onto and hold paint better. And so what I've noticed with is they're harder to load up, but once they're loaded up, they hold a whole lot of paint. And the microfiber has a tendency to help keep the paint from splattering. So if you're doing ceilings, overhead ceilings, microfiber rollers are really good for that. I noticed that you can roll ceilings all day with a good high quality ceiling paint, one of them that we use, and literally only have a few dots on your face after the end of the day, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So, and that's what the microfiber rollers that we use.
Do you think I would only have a few drops on me if I used a microfiber?
It would look like just one drop, because it would be, your whole face would be white, and so people would think it's one drop.
Yeah, McKenna, have John have him give us his email, John Burke.
We should give away some stickers.
Yeah, but have John Burke email us, because I want to get a card to him. So we're gonna give away some stickers. Yeah.
Let's give away some stickers.
Let's do that.
We can give away some. We haven't given away. We haven't done these ones before. So let's give away some of these. So we got. We'll give you.
Who are they?
To each person. So we've got.
Their weapon of choice.
The weapon of choice. We got one guy holding. I created this. One guy holding a paintbrush and one guy holding a drill. Because we are home improvement how-tos.
Yes, we are.
So if you're a home improvement guy, you have a drill. And to each person, we'll give one of each. And I think we just do 3 right now. Give away 3 people.
That's a great idea.
So
I like that idea.
So pretty simple. Lisa has the honors. We'll just make it easy. Write a number right here, Lisa, on the back of it, and we'll show you the number. And
we'll show you the number.
And we have, after the winners, and we got Afton. We got McKenna sitting right back here, and she's going to... there's the number, McKenna. McKenna. McKenna's just watching videos, and
she's supposed to be interacting with you guys.
So here, all you gotta do is guess the number. It's pretty as simple as that. So whatever number. And
we're gonna give away the first 3 that we see.
First 3 that we see that had that number, and we'll just see what people give a second here,
Yes.
and we'll give you a.
I agree, Ron Thrall.
What do you say? Hi, Lisa McKenna. How about we chip in to send John a few of your promo items?
Yeah.
I'm in. Is that doable?
That is.
What promo items can we send them?
I don't know. I'll get a care package.
We're gonna hook them up. Yeah, so we will take care of them. So
crazy cat videos.
So the numbers between 1 and 50. Give
1
me a
and
hint.
1 and 50.
Between 1 and 50. Lisa thought I made it confusing last time, but it really wasn't.
Lisa
really,
thinks a lot of things.
Really, she was the confused one. It wasn't me or you guys.
I got one.
So
Okay.
she found one.
She found one.
So
1 to 50. 87's too high, Trevor.
So we're going to talk about
Thank you, Ron. We will do that.
So we'll get back on to this. I wish you guys could see the door. I wish the door was sitting in front of us, but some of the the challenges and stuff. It had this very intricate beading around the glass. There's very detailed and stuff. And how do you get in there without damaging it and scrubbing it and stuff, and yet get all the paint off? Because here was the big challenge is they were going to repaint the door. They wanted to restain and clear coat the door.
Yeah. So
we had to get all the chemical off, get everything lifted out, and it needs to be all bare wood. I mean, no paint left behind. And it's kind of interesting, but we weren't going to be the ones that were clear coating it, sanding and clear coating it. There were other painters doing it.
Yeah.
We were called in as the people that would possibly be able to tackle a delicate project like that, just from our experience painting and stuff, and not that we're like experts stripping, but that we're just because all around what we do and our reputation around here, they called us, and so we worked on it. And the door is, I was pleasantly surprised when it was done. It was
awesome.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, all the paint's gone, and we'll show you eventually when it gets clear coated and saying hopefully the painters do a good job. We'll show you. I mean, they could destroy it.
We just did our part.
Yeah, hopefully they do a good job, really.
Yeah.
I mean, the door, it is over 100 years old.
So it's 1 to 50, McKenna. Did we get a winner?
I have 2.
Okay, we need one more winner, you guys. One more winner. 1 to 50.
It's between 1 and 10.
Wow, that was a big give me.
So
1 in 10. Is our feed dying?
Here's another challenge with doing what we
So
are doing,
bad, Ron.
and see, I didn't use the word that time. So and you want to wear gloves because this stuff is it'll eat away at your skin and stuff like that. It's not good for you. It's good to wear a respirator if you're in an enclosed area. Very important to wear eye protection. We were shooting videos.
3.
Okay, we got them. So McKenna's gonna
write them down and hand them to us, and we'll announce the winners.
No, she'll just announce them on
But then we need to announce them live.
Oh, okay. We need to announce you live.
We need to give them their due. What do you call it? Their due
I don't even
honor
know.
or something.
I don't know.
Because they did such a good job guessing the number.
I
They
think,
need to be awarded for that.
I think one thing, we want to educate, but we obviously want to be real, and we're sharing our journey with you. And Chris was a little nervous today.
Oh, I wasn't a little nervous. I was terrified. I wasn't terrified today. I was terrified yesterday and the day before, and absolutely when I agreed to do it, I was terrified to agree to do it a week ago.
Okay.
And so it's been a big stress, big burden because, are we going to mess the door up? What's going to happen to this door? I mean, there's a lot of things, that just could go wrong with something like that, and you can't replace the door. So if you ruin the door, if you drop the door, break the glass, then, how do you replace the glass? Because you can buy a piece of new glass, but that wasn't the 100-year-old piece of glass. So you can kind of see, because it needed to be done so fast, we wanted to involve using the media blaster, but I didn't know how it was going to work on a really old door, historic door. I didn't know what was under there. And then I got information from several people I spoke to about, stripping the door.
Yeah.
Said, no problem. It's going to do great, and it's going to do fast. I had a lot of conversations with Graco, who's extremely helpful and absolutely amazing at the job site while we were there. I was on the phone with them at least 6 or 7 times. And so they're expert who gave me a cell phone number, and I called them at least 6 times, probably 10.
Because you wanted to make sure you're using the right media, the right pressure.
It all right. And because I couldn't afford to, it's not like I can just go, oh, you know what, it was just a $100 door, we'll just go get another one.
Yeah.
And it wasn't a metal door or something like that. So yeah, there was just so many things. And the other thing is I agreed to do it and to not make money doing it.
Yeah.
So I knew going into it, it was going to be probably, instead of just 20 minutes, could be a full day to even more than a full day.
And it was a full day.
And it was a full day. With John and I worked on it 3/4 of the day, and then we had 2 more guys come help us for reinforcements after that. Lucas and Brett showed up. But to be fair, also, we didn't just do just that door the whole day. We were experimenting with the Eco-Quip, doing some other things in video and making videos to help educate you guys and stuff. So we were starting and stopping and stuff like that. We weren't just 100% focused on that door. So if we were focused on just the door, I think we could have probably did it in 20 minutes. So we do have people that have pledged money for specific people on here, and it will go to those people.
Yes.
So my wife is the caretaker and keeper of that. So we have 3 winners, and Jamie Tesser was a winner. Jenny Tootin was a winner.
Thanks for being with us, Jenny.
Jenny, and then Rudolfo Malacara. I'm trying to. This is so microscopic, and I got a bunch of sand in my eyes, or glass in my eyes today, because I was trying to do stuff in video, and the glass got in my eyes. And glass beads in your eyes don't, unless you have glass eyes, don't work too well. And so it hurt really bad, and they still bother me. So I was wearing goggles, but because of I happened to video and shoot videos and stuff, I had to take things off, and then I wiped my face and stuff, and it was not good.
Don't wipe your face. Don't wipe your face when you're.
Don't be in a hurry. That's just the one thing.
But I think why I pointed that out.
What'd you point out?
I pointed out that
what?
You didn't just. You're just like them. Like, don't let fear of the unknown, prevent you from growing and learning in your trade.
So here's the thing: I could have easily turned it down. Just said we don't do that. We don't strip doors. That's what the other painters did. They just said we ain't gonna touch that. But I wanted to take on the project. I wanted to, even though I feared doing it. I wanted to tackle it because I wanted to learn and maybe become an expert at something like this and be the go-to guy to do it. And the only way to learn is to just go do it.
Yeah.
And then I do have this strong desire to go learn and put it on video to show you, so you don't make the mistake yourself, because maybe I can afford to make the mistake and get away with some things just because circumstances and situations of who I am and the money we're making as our painting company is doing good, and sometimes we can lose here and there and lose to help you out. And so I'm kind of in that situation a little bit. So I wasn't I knew I was going into it losing money, hands down. And I didn't care about that. This wasn't about this job wasn't about making money. I mean, I did want to leave my mark, is that we did this door, this 100-year-old door, and I can drive by that house now and know the story of the door.
Yeah.
I think
it's
really
very cool. But I think that's the point is, if you want to be good at anything, you're going to have to overcome some challenges. And, that's what with spraying, I mean, the machines can be intimidating, but if you take that first step to learn how to spray, it's going to help you, and that's the thing. It's like,
well, what I've learned about painting, so the Eco-Quip Media Blaster, I've never used no Media Blaster, Sand Blaster before. It's like, and I got the thing, and I was, you see all these knobs and dials, and you're like, I mean, oh my gosh, this is just so overwhelming. And social media or the internet is an amazing thing, and you can learn really fast. And here's another thing that's really incredible. I know Titan and Graco don't pay me to say this. I mean, I'm not sponsored by them. They have amazing customer service.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, you can call somebody up. I tested Titan. We had a problem with the Titan pump the other day, and I was just like, I'm going to test out their customer service because I've never called it before. I called it up. A human being, a really human being called, answered the phone, and somebody that spoke, English, and because I speak English, so sometimes you don't know what country your these call centers are in. I can understand them very well, and bam, 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 he was answering my questions. Bam, perfect. This I called Graco on Friday. Boom, somebody answered the phone. Today I called like 8 times, 9 times, 10 times. Same guy answered the phone. And then the last time, he because I felt like this guy has got to be like ultra pissed off that I keep calling him and annoying him. And he told me the last phone call. This Graco guy, Wade is his name.
Thank you, Wade.
Thank you very much, Wade. Wade said, he said, I was where you were at one day, so don't worry about calling me and continuing to call me. And it made me feel really good because you know what? We were every single one of us, I mean, not one of us picked up a brush and, cut in a perfect line. So we had to learn somewhere. And so, I mean, to me, that's part of my whole thing with YouTube, educate, empowering, and equipping is to get you faster cutting in that line than it took me by me sharing all these crazy little tips and stuff. And I think it's the same with this door.
But I think, with the door, and it's kind of like wallpaper removal, sometimes you don't know what's on the other side. You do not know the scope of work that it's going to be. Sometimes you get really lucky and it comes off in one scrape, and other times you have to spend a whole day. And so I think it's just, realizing there's these different techniques out there that you can try. Because I went to go see them and they had like 3 different products out, and they had all kinds of different tools out. And so,
one thing I'm blessed with is I do have John. Yeah. And John is like, this guy wants to learn and study everything. Yeah. And so while I'm like actively doing something, John is actively researching it and trying to figure it out. And so he's like an encyclopedia of information and stuff. And so, I mean, and we can share because we both have this strong desire to learn and become better at what we do. And we bounce it off each other. And so we're really blessed to have that type of relationship, and so it makes it faster and easier to learn. It's kind of cool.
So I read Miguel Angel said, "What stuff can I use to clean my sprayer after leaving without cleaning it for 8 days?" Is it?
First off, what was in it? Water-based paint or latex or oil-based paint or lacquer-based paint. If it's water, you need to clean it out with water. If it's an oil-based product, you need to clean it out with mineral spirits or paint thinner. If it's a lacquer-based product, lacquer thinner. If it's a shellac, then you need to clean it out with denatured alcohol. That's pretty simple. 8 days, if inside the pump, if it didn't freeze, if it's sitting, everything inside of it is probably still going to be wet and dry. The packings, you want to put some packing lube in it to make sure the packings are lubed in it when you fire it up. If it was left long enough and it dried out inside, you're toast. Done deal. Throw your hose away. You take the whole lower end, you're gonna have to rip off all the packings and repack it. But to me, 8 days, the tip might be a little bit dry. If we have to leave our pump for a day or two, we throw the gun in water, the intake tube, we leave it in the paint and seal the paint with plastic so no air can get in there, and it's gonna be fine. It'll be fine for a couple days. With the chemicals in there and stuff like that, because if you run paint thinner or lacquer thinner through that's a chemical in there. It's not going to harm the packings and stuff, but more than likely it's just all going to just come out, I would think. If you turn it on and nothing comes out, bad news, because nothing can get in there to work, pass it through it to loosen it up and breaking it up, and I would just throw my hoses away. I want to show, because the people ask, the amazing craft cardboard shield holder, number one thing we sell in our tool store. One of the top 3 tools. This thing is absolutely amazing. I wanted to show people the handle that I use for this thing, and because people have asked me, I don't hook it to an extension pole. This is a automobile window squeegee.
And you got it from a home improvement store.
I got it from a home improvement store, and this is the best handle I've ever used with one of these things. It's kind of flexible, it won't break. I don't typically, very rarely, use an extension or anything like that. But can you hand me the scissors, or on there somewhere around here? I was gonna.
Make it in the drawers or scissors.
I'll just bust it here.
You'll just bust it. You
So,
just busted it. No
and it's
scissors
simple. There's
needed.
nothing fancy about it.
Got muscles.
And it only costs $3.88. The whole squeegee and everything. So I just toss the squeegee. I don't need it because I got like 30 of these things. But there you go. That is absolutely amazing. That's the best handle. And look, it was like it even was made to, like, kind of the taper and everything. Pretty awesome. We do sell this thing in our tool store.
Yeah.
The craft cardboard shield. We sell it now. I buy them in bulk because we got them in all of our vehicles and stuff, and it's in our tool store. But that is the craft cardboard shield holder. And somebody asked me about the cardboard shields, that they couldn't find them anywhere. I finally found them, and I put them in my Amazon tool store, which is not our actual tool store where we ship you this if you buy it from us. My Amazon tool store is affiliate links. I found them. You can go to, and it's on my webpage too.
So he wants to know what brand. Can I say where department store we got it from? It's like they're generic.
Yeah, it's
Home Depot.
We got it from Home Depot.
It's their generic.
It's the HDX, which is HDX. That's Home Depot's brand.
Yeah.
And go into Home Depot,
Auto squeegee.
and you find it. You don't find it in automobile. You do actually find it in automobile. They have
they had an automobile section.
Oh yeah, they do.
I didn't know that.
They sell car batteries and stuff. It's in there was an end cap with automobile stuff like oil and stuff, and that's why I've been buying them for quite a while. And so it's interesting because I like the handle so much. I was thinking about having them made and selling them myself to make it readily available for people. So I might someday put them in my tool store because I like them so much. And they're cheap.
Yeah.
So way cheaper
well, and
than
DNA painting said yes, lightweight helps because
very light.
It does help when you're holding that up all day.
Very light and
flexible. Oh gosh.
Strong.
It won't.
I've never broken one. They won't break.
Wow, that's awesome.
So impressive. So back to stripping.
Oh my goodness. Sometimes I think you're 2 years old, but that's okay.
2 plus 49.
You're right. You're 51.
See, I know my math.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I mean, I think we went over it. It's just that once again,
I have a question though. Does anybody love stripping doors or do it? Does anybody is that something that anybody specialize in that? We definitely like to hear about that.
Yeah, because I think like Pete and did a lot of that and stuff, and so I think when I was done at the end of the day, I think it was pretty rewarding. I thought it was really cool. I looked at John and said, I mean, let's do this. I mean, and John's no way. I mean, John don't want to have nothing to do with it. I actually thought it was really cool. And at the end of the day, that door I thought was amazing. And at the beginning of the day, if you would ask me if I would ever do it again when I was 30 minutes into it, no way. I was like, I mean, I don't want to have nothing to do with this ever again. It's just like, you can take this door and just burn it, and let's just go build a new one real fast because it'll be a lot cheaper. But, I think it's cool. I can't wait to see the door when it stains. So would I do it again? Yeah, but the thing is you're going to have to pay me. I mean, because that's it's going to take a day to do that. And then the liability with a $100 door, you have to add in your liability because what if something goes wrong? So if you break it, there's got to be, you got to be making enough money that you can fix it. And so I think there's a lot of things I looked at. I mean, you don't know what's underneath, all those layers unless you tested it and scraped it and tested it before you got the job. So there's a lot of unknowns. When I went into it, I would go into it thinking, okay, this could take me 2 days, and maybe 2 guys 2 days, possibly. It could happen. I think after doing that door, it definitely could happen. So what is 2 guys 2 days? For us, that's going to be a lot of money. And so, but a door like that, usually the people restoring homes like that, money is usually not an issue, and they're willing to pay whatever it takes to bring that actual door, back to its glory days. And so, and if they want to pay an expert to do it, then you should charge to do it. There's no way you should walk into that and just do, to me, labor and materials. No way. And you're selling yourself short. You should get paid, your labor and materials and a lot of money on top of that. Because the liability, making money for your business needs to make money. But because John and I discussed that whole thing when we were there. What would we charge for this door? And I asked him what he would be charged, and I wanted to hear what he thought, and then I gave him my input as the business owner of the company. As a business owner, what do you need to charge for that door to walk away from that door, pay for your guy, pay for me, pay for my company, pay for my insurance, pay for my licenses, registrations, all that. All has to be, added in there.
So DNA Painting said, we have tons of 100-year-old beautiful woodworking in this town that's been painted over multiple times. Yes, stripping paint is very rewarding at the end of the day, and Super Stripper is my favorite. So that's a good one. And then
I like the Super Stripper a lot.
Mel C said, I've been refinishing tons of furniture and doors for home remodeling, and I'm not good yet, but keep at it. You'll get better. But totally know that every single piece is different, regardless of the wood is the same. Like, even if it's the exact same wood, it's different.
Yeah.
And I found that out. I used to do the wallpaper removal. I don't do that anymore. I graduated. But, I would be in one house and one room, it would come off in sheets, and I was so happy. In the other room, I'd be scraping forever. So that is definitely true.
What I learned is, all the intricate carving on this door, I was like, there's no way. There's no way you're going to get all that out of there. It's just impossible. And I thought the Media Blaster would, but the chemical stripping wouldn't, and which I was completely wrong. It's just the opposite, and it literally did. I am shocked. I'm amazed. Now I will never be shocked and amazed again. And it's kind of cool what you can do with a door. And if I was, I don't know, we're so busy painters doing our niche and market, interior and exterior residential repaints, that I think that's kind of a niche you have to get into. Yeah. And that would be your thing, is stripping.
Yeah. You just had to say that one more time. I think it's good to have a sense of humor, and obviously there is
who has a sense of humor.
Oh, everybody's been joining in on your humor. I think Ron Thrall said something about you should use a pole sander, and I just so every once in a while
I don't even know what he's talking about.
Oh my gosh!
We went and saw Star Wars.
We did 2
movies. We saw one of the old ones, and we went and saw The Last Jedi.
And I think
is it worth watching?
It was, and this is what this season's about. And we're gonna miss you guys, because you are our Paint Life family. I see names on here that I look forward to seeing every week, and so we're gonna miss you. But we went and saw that doubleheader of Star Wars with
doubleheader. That's a baseball term.
Okay, we saw both games
because
I'm a baseball player. We went because
you played softball.
I did not. I'm horrible.
You're a tennis player. That was right. She played tennis in college.
Okay, come on, back.
You did.
Okay,
I'm trying to tennis star.
The point is we're really busy right now. We're just getting back. We have projects going on, and our daughter bought the tickets over a month ago, and it was important to her. So Thursday at 3, we went to the theater and didn't get home till 11 at night. And so, I know we all need to make money and we need to work, and but we got to take moments to spend time with the people that we love. And
we all need to get fat on licorice, popcorn, soda, dots, and milk duds.
2 movies, and 2 long movies.
Because you know what? All you got to do is just come home at 2 o'clock in the morning and work it off in the gym.
But my point is relationships. And so I wish you guys a very, very Merry Christmas.
One last time, we got to give away 3 more sets of stickers. So we're going to do
these
this. Ones. You're going to make it confusing if you do. Oh, I guess you can write that down to those 3 that...
Oh, no, do the same. Do the same, because I'm really confused.
So we're going to give away the same 3 stickers.
Easy.
Let's see.
We're going to take a 2-week break, and then we'll.
Oh, the last number was number 9.
Yeah.
So who
we
won
said
it?
that,
It was
yeah.
number 9. So so now I'm gonna write another number. Right there. That's the number, and you got to guess a number, and we're gonna give away to 3 more people. 3. So that's 6 sets of stickers we're giving out today, and
we will definitely miss you
McKenna.
guys, and just pray that you're with your family and enjoying.
we got to hurry up and get
What
off the
you have
show because
today.
McKenna's got to get
I
back to
know.
her, watching her videos.
Oh yeah, because she
Okay,
finished
so
college.
change.
College kids come home to sleep. Just to say, this is the first time we've seen her, and she's been home a couple of days. So
I haven't said it. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody.
yeah, God bless you. Definitely in our prayers.
You guys, everybody have a
we're just
wonderful.
so
Wonderful,
so thankful for this Paint Life family. So without you guys,
We're here to educate and empower and equip painters and home improvement people worldwide. That's what we're here to do.
and to make a difference in our community.
We're not here to say that our way's the only way or the right way. We're here to show you what we do, and you can take that and try to use
That
it
would
to
be
help you.
confusing if today was your way's the right way, because you did so many different things.
That's my point. I'm just, when I cut in a line, I'm showing you how I do it. I don't say
Yeah.
this is how you do it. If you notice in my videos, I
was
don't
gonna
never
start
say
dancing.
this is how you do it. This is how what? So,
Oh,
anyways,
that sounds fun, Cheryl.
now
Very
you
cool.
made me lose my train of thought.
Okay, what's the winning number?
You can't show it.
No one's picked it.
Okay,
It's above 50
It's above 50. It's above 50.
and below 70.
Thank you, Rick. Merry Christmas
It's
to
above
you.
50 and below
Kenny,
70.
Merry Christmas.
Insure Painting Plus,
Or
Tumbleweed,
Duffel.
Ronald Jones,
I like
Bobby
Balloon
Willis,
Guy.
Merry Christmas to you. Alec Bolandi, DERN Splash Painting, Robbie is on. C&T Painting, Kenny Sanders,
Trevor.
Ray Martinez, Cheryl Sandig, Aaron
CNT
Singer,
Painting. Ron Thrall. Oh my
Ryan
goodness.
Petzold, Argos Painting and Decorating, Mel C, Joshua Hammonds, Vladimir
Tumbleweed.
Fetich. We said
Sean Sinclair.
Joshua Hammonds, Joshua Hagen,
Mac
Bobby
Miller.
Willis, While You're Stripping.
What? I don't know. I don't know. It's
Rick
been a busy
Wassess, it's
weekend.
your way or the highway.
Whoa!
Ryan Wagner, Trevor Hughes,
Merry Christmas,
Bruce
Bruce
Martz,
Martz.
Merry Christmas,
Randy's Remodeling,
Merry Christmas, Randy,
Ryan Petzold.
DNA Painting, Sean Sinclair, awesome
Vladimir
to you too.
Fenwich, thank you for being with us.
Runyon, I think I said it right.
I think you did.
Have you got any?
Aaron Singer.
McKenna?
I got one.
Panther.
It's between 60 and 70.
Whoa!
I see one right there.
Whoa!
Mr. Balloon Guy's one.
Oh,
just
I
saw.
like Mr. Balloon Guy.
So Mr.
Thanks
Balloon
for
Guy is
being with
one of
us.
the
I've
winners.
never heard of
I
you.
just saw one of them.
And McKenna will tell you our email, and you need to email me your address, and I'll get it in the mail.
Don't forget
Alex,
to
thanks for being with us.
follow us on Instagram,
Philippe,
follow us on
thanks for being with
Facebook.
us.
Instagram is
Miguel.
Idaho Painter.
Okay,
Facebook
Melanie
is the Idaho
Brothers
Painter.
Painting
I got
Experts.
3.
If you have a
He's
sticker,
remodeling.
send us a sticker and we'll send you a sticker. If you send us 2 stickers, I'd like 2 so I can give one away.
Yeah.
Send me 2 stickers, I'll send you 2 stickers.
And
Pretty
then,
simple
and
as
then,
that.
and then, if they we're not going to be in YouTube Live for 2 weeks, but we will be on Facebook and Instagram intermittently.
Yeah.
So-
And if you have a company shirt, as you can see in the back, send me a company shirt and
You can
I'll
still
send
see
you
our wall color.
a Paint Life shirt. So we got to get that wall color all covered.
We do.
And so
A collage. Oh, Susan, God bless
like
you.
sharing.
Yeah, I look forward this new year to traveling and getting our academy started, and hopefully you guys can come to us and come to the academy, and then we can come to you and bring the academy to you. We're not
the winners have
quitting.
been chosen, so she's
not-
handing
we're
them
not
to me.
quitting, Darren.
So we got Mr. Balloon Guy.
Christmas break.
Is a winter. Is
Winter.
not a stripper. Mr. Balloon Guy is a winner. Joshua
Winner.
Hammonds is a winner. And Trevor Hughes. We got 3
Trevor.
3
Oh my goodness.
sticker winners.
Oh, this is my
It's
life.
a tongue twister.
It is not.
It is.
It's
trust
not.
me. Anyways,
Well, God
We're gonna
bless you
sign
during
out.
this year, and have a very, very, very Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Merry,
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
And maybe he'll sing a song on Instagram. I don't know. Gotta subscribe.
We'll see you on our next live show.
Good night. Thank you
Out.
for